I think that's the key factor.
Absolutely, because you have some of them that go by what they see on TV or on the internet rather than researching and learning themselves. I feel like you have to educate yourself, you know, to be able to understand what you're doing and what you're getting into. Because I don't just want to go off of what I'm seeing. I want to learn the back end of it so that I'm prepared when I get myself into that. So, because if you just out there going off what you're seeing and you're not learning the knowledge behind it, 9 times out of 10, it's probably not going to go the way you want. You know, that's just off experience.
Correct.
I mean, I've been on all sides of this, man.
Correct. And yourself, you're a college graduate, right?
Yes. I
Wow.
have 2 college degrees. I graduated with my bachelor's in business in 2012, and I took more time off than I wanted to, of course. And then I, started some businesses and stuff like, wanted to learn and research a lot more about things going on in the world, and to help, and also learn things to help enhance my business, of course. And then over time, I just kind of, I grew. I guess you could say I felt like I needed more. I wanted to go back and get a higher education. And 2021 actually, man. I got my master's in business. So
congratulations, man. That's big. That's real big, bro. But at least you got it.
Yeah.
At least you got it, man. So tell us how rap came into place. Like how, give us the full analogy of how it started.
Man, honestly, I always had a knack for wanting to do music, correct? And I started my own record label. And
what was the name of it?
State to State Entertainment.
Okay. Because some people might not know, even though I knew when I was around. But
Correct.
like break it down, like State to State. Okay.
State to State Entertainment. Started that record label. We had a real great run. It was a real great run, man. We got a lot of good experiences out of it, and learned a lot during that time. At the time, and so at that point, going in the studios and having the artists do shows and record in the studio and stuff like that. I felt like I was like, man, I want to probably actually go record some stuff myself.
Right.
So I ended up starting recording, and so I took a liking to it at that point. When I started recording, I'm like, man, this sounds really good.
Right. So it pushed you to keep going.
Yeah, it pushed me to keep going, and and as time went on, I was like, man, yeah, I think I could really keep going and going and going.
Right.
So it was like a combination of me,
being consistent,
correct, and like me taking all what I've learned and just the way I do things and just putting it all together.
Made a sauce.
Yeah, it made a sauce.
Okay.
And I've had the opportunity to work with some very talented artists, that was on my label, and stuff at the time. Shout out to all of them.
Shout out to State to State.
Shout out to State to State.
Word.
For real. Shout out to all of them, man. Real talented artists. So yeah, man, that was a great experience. That was pretty much how I got the ground of me being who I am today. So.
Right. Let me ask you this: from an independent boss and an individual running a label, how hard is it to run artists? Like, give us the breakdown on that, because we see what's on TV, and some individuals want to know the pros and the cons of running a label from your standpoint.
Well, to start off, is real big shoes to fill.
Okay.
You have to be ready to fill those shoes. So you have to put in your mind that you have to call the shots. You have to let people know what's going on. You gotta let them know what the plan is. You gotta set these expectations with the artists,
Right.
to where they understand in the beginning what's gonna happen.
Right.
And you have to let them understand too that it's gonna be wins and it's gonna be losses.